What is something insignificant that you passionately hate?
In these unprecedented times.
When the microwave keeps beeping even after you've opened the door to get your food out. Like I know it's done, that's why I'm opening it, you don't need to keep screaming at me, thanks.
That shark fin-shaped spot on my windshield that my wipers can't reach.
Video game ads that don't show actual gameplay footage.
People who try to get on the elevator before letting people off.
My wife leaving the microwave on a random number instead of zeroing it out so the time displays. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does.
People who stand in a 30-minute line, but wait until they get to the register to look at the menu.
People who watch TV or movies on their phone, without headphones in the break room. Edit, thanks for the awards.
When you are gonna walk off a door and your shirt or backpack, etc. gets stuck on the handle.
People that pull out in front of you, when no one is driving behind you, and then drive 20 miles an hour.
When people inappropriately use an apostrophe in the plural form of a word. Sundays.
People that walk through busy pedestrian areas with zero self-awareness. You know, the ones almost bumping into you as they're glued to their phones, stopping suddenly in front of you to gaze in a window, 4 people walking spread out, and making others step into the street. The list goes on.
You know, that little bit of soda at the bottom of the can that you can never reach. Edit. This is my absolute greatest pet peeve. Thank you for everyone who agrees with me.
One of my biggest social pet peeves are people who refer to others by their first name when it's likely you don't know who they are. For example, a coworker saying they ate dinner with Sam and Robert on the weekend. When you ask who Sam, Robert are, they say, my brothers-in-law. Like, did you really think I know your bills by name?
Putting on the brights to compensate for a dead headlight.
Being asked, are you sure, about really trivial decisions. And #X200B, them, do you want a Coke or Pepsi? Me, Coke. Them, are you sure? Me, oh god I don't know. Throws self off building.
People who are making a phone call while simultaneously making a transaction with a live human being in front of them. Yeah, I'm here for my meds, hold on 1 second. I know, Jake, isn't that crazy? I thought the same thing. My birth date. Okay, just get off the damn phone. So rude.
Groups of people who block the entire sidewalk as they walk and talk, walking so slowly without regard for anyone else.
People that are ahead of me in the gas station buying a beep ton of lottery tickets.
People who spend 10 minutes circling a half-full parking lot to find a marginally closer spot to the store entrance. If they just picked a parking spot a bit further out, they'd be in the store already instead of circling. And their incessant circling creates traffic for people trying to leave the lot or walk to their car. Just park 15 spots further away already.
Leaving shopping carts randomly in the parking lot.
People who talk on speakerphone or listen to music, videos without headphones in public. Literally no one else wants to be subjected to your noise pollution. Stop it.
When I see new neighborhoods being built with houses starting at least $650K and they have no yard and the houses are literally 3 feet apart from each other.
Commercials that have the food cannibalize each other. Just, why?
People who have every sound notification enabled on their phones, down to the fake keyboard clicking noise it makes when composing a text.
Leaving the dish scrubber in the sink with the dirty dishes. I don't want to reach my hand into the mucky water to find the thing, FFS. And if it's totally gross, I have to clean it off so I can use it to scrub the dishes. Come on.
When they lick their finger to turn the page.
Considering that I now work at a grocery store, people who leave refrigerated frozen items not in the refrigerators or freezers, and sometimes people who try to start a conversation, just leave me alone and let me ring you out so you can leave. Edit. Also people who leave broken items on near the shelves. Almost got a knife to the knee tonight.
When the audio and the video don't sync up by more than half a second.
Walking behind slow walkers.
I have an aunt who turns on her cell phone when she needs to call someone. When she is done, she turns it off. No one can ever reach her. So at the end we always call her husband.
People when there's a clear lineup at a gas station till, bust out a massive wad of lottery tickets, and then you spend 10 minutes listening to Wahoo! Or, not a winner. When you just want to get to work.
The phrase will touch base. It absolutely grates on me. I have no reason to hate it. I just do.
When people say, thank you for the gold kind stranger, it just irks me so much and I don't know why. Like nails on a chalkboard. Edit, I won't say it. I won't.
The sound of windshield wipers squeaking or skipping on the glass.
The fact that the word palindrome isn't a palindrome.
Managers who insist on calling meetings and giving long-winded instruction about some mistake or infraction one or two people committed instead of having the balls to just go talk personally to the one or two people.
People that don't use their turn signals. Beep them.
Chewing with your mouth open. Talking with food in your mouth. Especially when someone who's streaming is doing it. You've got a microphone in front of your face and you think it's cool to just loudly chew into it.
Mouth sounds. It makes me irrationally angry.
Children yelling or screaming, advertisements, car horns, basically everything that is inconsiderate to others or is shoved in your face.
People who stand and talk in the middle of the walkways and aisles at stores. Come on now, Cindy and Tammy, I know you haven't seen each other in a month, but find somewhere else to chat. Homie just trying to get some Wheaties and y'all standing in the way.
Thank you, essential workers. While they continue to pay them minimum wage and do nothing to show them they care.
People who leave their dirty dishes in a communal sink, meaning other people can't use the sink.
People who pronounce tissue without the shush sound but with an S sound.
Influencers, kindly beep off already.
Those beauty kiosks at the mall that try to hand out crappy samples then chase you down when you don't take one.
The Romeo and Juliet trope.
My husband thinks I'm grinchy, but I hate this trend of inflatable holiday decorations. They seem to get bigger and bigger and are such a waste of material and energy. More crap for the landfills.
Being caught behind a slow driver from out of state. If you're lost, pull over and let me get back to getting home out of this beep.
People who wear an excessive amount of perfume, cologne. I don't mind if you want to wear a nice subtle scent, but if I can still smell you even after you've left the room, it's too much.
Anytime two drivers block the road so they can have a conversation. Then get upset when you are just sitting there waiting. Like brah, move the beep out of the way.
People who make more noise than is required. As in slamming a car door shut when you just need to close it. Slamming cabinet doors. Excessive noise irritates me. Although my 3-year-old runs around screaming and it doesn't bother me, so that's weird, I guess. So maybe adults that have the capacity to be less obnoxious and choose not to be are the problem.
People with their fingers on the trigger in movies when they are just carrying or holding it.
Loud yawning. I don't know why, but it bothers me so much when someone yawns really loudly next to me.
People that wear face masks without covering their nose.
People who don't look when crossing the street in a crosswalk. Yes, I know you have the right of way, but, just for the sake of argument, let's imagine that I didn't see you step out into traffic or that my brakes choose this moment to fail. Do you really think the payout from my insurance is going to do much to comfort your next of kin?
Flathead screws.
My dad gets hot in a vehicle, so instead of taking off his coat before he gets in, he leaves the coat on and drives with the windows down in the middle of winter. Drives me insane. No, I do not want the wind zipping through the cab of the car and snowflakes flying in. Please turn the heat down or take off a layer.
Itchy skin. I have a patch of eczema on my ring finger and but also seasonal dryness on my legs.
People who use AM, PM for a time, and then add in the morning or similar. I had to get up at 6 AM in the morning. Yeah, that's what the AM meant. It irritates me way more than it should.
Forced work get-togethers that involve group icebreaker games. Please just trust that a group of professionals know how to talk to each other without needing that beep.
Ifs that don't loop.
Speed bumps. They are the absolute bane of my already miserable existence and send me into a beep rage every time I encounter them.
Loud motorcycles.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.